Peter Freedman.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Straight Talk, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for coming on.
It's my pleasure.
I got inspired recently. I said to the boys, "Come on, let's get this guy on," because, he's such a legend. And I saw you being interviewed. I think it was by Forbes or one of those. And I thought, what the hell? I've got to talk to him. I really want to know his story, and I'm sure our audience does too. So, and just for the sake of it, you're the founder of RØDE. Importantly, right here in front of us, of course.
Freedman Group.
Yeah, Freedman Group. Freedman Group. This is you, mate.
Yeah.
This is you. How do you feel every time you sit down or you look at something and you see, RODE on the side here? How do you feel when you see that?
I never get tired of it. It's amazing, and I'm humbled still. I mean, I think it's lucky that it all happened to me when I was older, so that I realise how special it is. Because if it happened when I was young, I think I would have believed it was all me. So not the team, not the magic, not the time.
That's interesting. Sometimes you sit back and reflect. I mean, I just said just before you walked in, I should say this right straight up. There are very few Australians who actually create a product which, I hate using the word, but it's probably appropriate in this case, disrupts, and becomes a global disruption. There's very few Australians that have done that globally. And you're one of them. So RØDE Equipment.
Yeah, I'm proud of it for sure. But it's a team. I have 1,000 people now. I mean, it started with me and a couple of people, but it's not just me. But it's amazing.
Can you go back to how it started then?
Oh well, I mean,
what's your story? Your name's Peter Freedman.
Yeah.
I look at the O in the road. Looks like something out of one of those Viking movies. So what's the story?
It's a Danish show. Yeah, I just added that. We made up the name, and I added that to make it more European.
Right.
The RØDE, I didn't start RØDE to make any money. It was just a little bit extra. I was doing installs in clubs and stuff, And I've told the story many times. I screwed it up in the late 80s, borrowed a lot of money, got into trouble, lost my house, lost it, walked to work. It was a nightmare. Had 8 years of hell, but from that came this. But it wasn't planned. I didn't expect it. It was just right place at the right time. Yeah. So I worked harder before, I think, but
you just be modest, though.
no,
that sounds modest.
not at all.
It's like for real, and like just right.
Mate, I was amazing before. I just wasn't making any money.
It was the same. Yeah, but do you have in your background you a mechanical engineer?
My mother and father were in sound equipment back in the 50s, and I was born in Stockholm. Dad's a Londoner, so it's been my whole life, literally born into it. I've known nothing other than professional sound. I have memories. I said the other day, back to '63 with my dad doing sound for a band in Sweden. And I remember being there, so I've seen sound equipment all my life.
Do you feel, I mean, you're obviously Australian, but do you feel, in a heritage sense, do you have a sense of Northern Europe in you?
No, I'm Australian.
You're dead set Australian.
Yeah, I mean, I came when I was young, and so I remember Sweden. I didn't speak English when I came, but it's like a movie. And I love Australia. But man, I've been here since '66, so yeah, it's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, you've been here for 60 years.
Yeah, and a formative part of my life. I mean, it's funny, because I said I spoke Swedish, but it was at the right time. If you go past a certain age, you end up with an accent, I think 12 or 13. But I got here at 7, 8 nearly, so just bang, it was beaten out of me. And so I don't have that.
How do you mean beaten out of you? Like parents or kids?
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're different.
You know.
Oh, I
We're
certainly
similar vintage, aren't we?
Wogs, yes. Yeah.
When were you born?
56.
56. Okay. So we're similar age.
Yeah.
And it was a violent time.
Yeah.
And I came, we're at West, and I'm the only Wog in school, and so all the skips are there, and they were incredibly cruel. Little mafia. They'd wait for me a couple of K walk or something, they'd be down the creek to beat me up.
Which part of Sydney did you grow up in?
Huh?
Which part of Sydney did you grow up in?
It was Winston Hills. Well, we were here in West Ryde first for a little while, and then we went to Winston Hills. And they're evil little fuckers, but because they incredible too. They didn't do it every day, so you were in terror all the time, waiting for them.
Yeah,
I remember. Well, I don't know if you had brothers or cousins or something to help you to form a militia. I didn't.
Yeah.
So that was my entree into the country. But
do you think that stuff has any long-lasting formative effects on you?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does.
It does.
Yeah. that along with, like I had no real friends 'cause I'm a bit specky. So I lived inside my head a lot, which I still do. And then being told that I'm no good, loser, everything constantly. And then eventually I find out, well, you might be able to do something, and then you got something to prove. So for sure, my
Yeah.
drive is that you need to have something to drive you, and that's definitely mine.
Is that would that be a conscious decision for someone like
No,
you? It was a subconscious decision.
it's only through
Survival.
years of, introspection. Now, how do you know? But I look back. Why are you who you are? So I've been
Yeah.
studying myself for a while. Now I get it.
Yeah.
It all comes from being a child.
Yeah. I mean, everything
But you're
comes.
Mark from Punchy,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you must
Same
have
deal.
had, yeah, right. So
Yeah, I was a wog at the school,
Hmm.
so like, and had the father had the
it was a
accent.
violent time, wasn't it,
Yeah,
mate?
it totally was. It was, and there was a lot of other kids there. We had a lot of Lebanese at our school, and a lot of other kids there who were, those days escaping Lebanon,
Mm.
which was at war, and they come with pretty tough credentials. Those
Yeah.
kids,
No.
and
we
had a
lived
lot to
it.
prove,
Mm.
and it was a pretty cruel place.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's why they have all these rules and laws now about what you can say, what you can't say, etc. And some people would say it's woke.
What do you mean?
Now, today, you can't say things today to kids, but you could say things. The things that got said to us when we were growing up.
Like what?
Oh, you wog bastard! What are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
Go back. What were you doing? Bring that to that food to lunch today.
Yeah.
Like we're
For
eating
sure.
whatever.
Even though it's fantastic.
Yeah. Now they all want to eat it. They all want to eat it. But like, and it's funny.
I got Greeks in my family, mate. I love it.
And it's funny.
And Lebanese in my family. We're a big mix. It's beautiful.
Well, we are too these days. But it's funny, like those days. I actually stupid, but like I actually I was dying to have a pie on Mondays. Like I just want to be like them in a Lamington pie with sauce.
Yeah.
In Lamington.
Yeah, you don't want to stand out.
Well, I actually thought it was great if I could get Monday was the day you bought your lunch because in those days bread was stale by Saturday or something like that, and bread wasn't delivered every day. Monday you didn't get it on the weekend. So Monday was the day you went and you got a pie at school. So I often wonder about your business, or someone like you. Do you have to be, or were you, or do you employ like? Because I think this is beautifully designed. I was just talking to the guys before about the design of this. It's something theatrical about it to me.
Yeah, mics are very personal.
100%.
Yeah, you can make something sound fantastic, but it has to look a certain way. It's like a guitar. Nothing will change. There'll be Strats and Telly Fenders forever and Les Pauls. I don't care what happens because that's the way a guitar looks. Right?
Yeah.
Same with the mic, and especially a handheld mic. We're in the entertainment game, right? You might think, well, I'm in the technology game, but no, we're masters of entertainment. And I've done that, mixing bands, recording. I understand entertainers. I understand stagecraft. That's why we're so good at what we do, because we understand content creators. We're probably the best at content creators in the world.
So
I can mentor you, bro. I can make this become huge if you want me.
Well, I'm happy. I'm open to that. So do you say that you designed this for content creators, knowing what they needed in terms of theatre,
Sure,
but also knowing what they need?
It's got to look that way.
Yeah, it's got to look a certain
and it's
way.
got to sound really good.
So maybe take me through it then. So
now you keep scratching that mic. We're going to hear all these sounds.
yeah, I better not.
You're very tactile.
That's very tactile. So I got my tech guy over there. He's saying, "What are you doing?" So when I look at this and these grooves, the color, the casing, the holding of it, the shape. Can you just take me through that?
Well, there are aspects of this which are technical. So the holes on the side, etc., that changes the pickup pattern,
right?
Which means you're going to have mainly from the front. You don't want so much on the sides, and certainly it's called a cardioid pattern. So there's technical aspects of that design, but then there's also styling cues of microphones in the past. An RE20 from Electro Voice. Currently I think you use Shure SM7B quite a lot, which a lot of people do because other people do it, and they're great mics. But they look a certain way. So don't come along with a shiny triangle point. I don't care what it looks like. You're not going to be accepted.
But the theatre of this, particularly for a podcast, particularly if you're a podcast trying to make a difference, or actually want to be part of the podcasting milieu, like millions of them, the design, the shape of it, apart from the acoustic reasons, was there something that inspired you in terms of what it looked like?
That's just part of my DNA. Like if you said to me, design a mic, I can, because I don't even know where it comes from because we're talking 50, well, no, not 50, 60 years of seeing this stuff. And so pencil it out and it'll be right.
And does that mean to be that person though, to actually build this up?
Mm.
Do you have to be a industrial designer? Is that what do you have to do? Go to university to do this sort of stuff? Or this is just something you just sit down and draw?
Man, I didn't finish high school.
That says a lot.
I was thrown out of school, yeah, but I couldn't do it. Yeah. So, but you pick up a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I studied. I worked out a way around what I needed after I left school, but I left at 16. There wasn't any point, and they kind of suggested I leave, so I did. Plus, my dad was sick, so I had to kind of take over when I was 16 anyway.
And did your dad pass away?
He died in 87, but he'd been sick a lot with heart problems. And so I worked in the company. But, you know, like the classic milk bar, right? You talk about the Greek milk bar, right? What are the kids doing? They're serving in the milk bar. Well, that's except mine was sound equipment.
It wasn't a choice, actually.
But you
did it anyway.
What you did, you know, I was with him after school. I was on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love it. Oh, I said, no, nothing else. But yeah, there's so many different things have happened to me. Kind of thought about it because I've mentioned the story so many times. People sort of dig the, you know, rags to riches and the, you know, phoenix rising from the ashes, etc. That's inspiring. But so much of what's driven me has been from some serious pain. And I remember one teacher, and I can't believe he did it. I think about 14, and I really liked him. And I thought he liked me. And one day, for no reason, he just went, Freedman, you don't have to do anything. It's join your dad. You get money for nothing. You'll never be anything. You're a loser. The teacher. Just gutted. I'll never forget it. I hope he's fucking dead. I wish I could find out where his grave was because I'll piss on it. But, you know, stuff like that, it sits in you. It's damaging. But then there's a fire there. You're going to go, I'm going to show the world I'm not a loser. Eventually, because for a while you think you are. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty time, but everybody has a shitty time.
Well,
you go back to anybody's life, it's all about their childhood, you know.
I reckon,
other than the ones who have had a great childhood, because then they got no drive because it's all too good.
Yeah, but I know. By the way, I think that's possibly the case. Certainly, the truth for some people that I know. But not many people can actually take a shitty childhood, or maybe half the people take a shitty childhood and they turn out to be not so good, and it fucks them up, and then they can't achieve anything. And then some people somehow manage to use that as an energy source to do something good. And like it drives them.
But there is luck there as well, man. This mightn't have worked and I would have carried on and made a living and been a bitter and twisted old man. Instead it worked and here I am thinking I'm going to take over the world.
Well, you sort of have in relation to equipment for podcasting.
I'm in my peak. It's crazy, right, at our age.
Yeah.
I feel better, fitter, stronger than I was when I was 30.
So how much of that do you, though, is does your own success inspire you to become better, fitter, stronger?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And just say, fuck it, I'm going to go.
Yeah, no, I'm amazing, mate.
No, but you do. You look amazing. You look fit.
I feel great.
Are you fitter now than, for example, than you would have been, say, 10 years ago?
I'm fitter now than I was 30.
Right. And you feel stronger? Like, do you have regimes?
Mate, I work out. If you saw where I'm living at the moment, I love it, right? I'm in an apartment, nice, good view, no furniture in there. That's another reason for that, but just full of weights. And I just work out 3 times a day sometimes, eat protein, shakes, water, creatine. I mean, I'm going nuts, but I love it. And then I work, research, and
You see your house like a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
No, it's a teenager's place. It's cool.
Yeah, but do you have do you watch Netflix or shit like that? Like you watch telly?
No, not really.
No.
No, I'd rather just do research.
Yeah. That's your entertainment, really.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just come home. I mean, weekends are kind of weird. I'll come home on Friday. I wish we worked 7 days because it's fun. But I come home on a Friday. I'll get the house full of food, or I'll go and get some, and then it's Monday.
It's just because you.
I haven't moved. I haven't left there other than working out inside, and yeah.
Do you cook for yourself? Do you cook for yourself? Like you made cook?
No, I'm a great cook because I left home early as well, so it was
learn to
cook or die.
Yeah.
So I'll make anything you want.
Yeah,
you name the cuisine, bro, I'll do it.
How important is health to you then? Now, because I mean, I know for
everything.
All of a sudden becomes the most important thing in my life.
Yeah.
There's no point in being successful if you're fucking dead.
100%. So, but I woke up to that probably 10 years ago, but then it's only in the last year or two that I really focused on it. And I gained a lot of weight, being a bit depressed recently, and so.
How do you
But
get
I'm
yourself out of
back.
that?
Hmm?
How do you get yourself out of that? Give yourself.
Just a realization that life, health, fitness is all you got, and you start a little bit, you lose a little bit of weight, you get a bit fitter, and you're on a roll. The minute I mean, it's like, dude, it's crazy. You can't stop once you get there.
It's an
As I said,
addiction.
I feel better than when I was 30.
It's an addiction, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
To be fit and
It's
healthy,
it's the best
and
addiction.
then I'm calm as well. Nothing upsets me. It's great.
I mean, most people would love to know if someone was as successful as you, and not just successful with a full stop, but you're continuing to be successful. We'll talk about that, what you do in a moment. But some people would love to know, what is the routine of someone like Peter Freedman? So, I mean, you just mentioned how you live, but
Single-minded.
yeah. So, what happens when you wake up in the morning? Like,
Oh, I got a bit of jet lag. I'm traveling a lot at the moment, so we're away every 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm waking up at 3:30, something like that. So yeah,
do you bounce out?
yeah. Now, I mean, I like a drink, but when I'm at home, I don't drink.
Yeah,
So I'll drop. For me, alcohol on off, I don't give a shit.
yeah, yeah.
But then if I'm going to drink, it'll be spectacular, and then so I don't drink when I'm at home. And so yeah, I pop up, and then have a shake or some protein, and lift 6,000 kilos. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
listen to a podcast or
Yeah,
check out something on AI, and it's awesome.
But when you say you're researching stuff,
Mm.
you're not just researching this sort of stuff. You're researching lots
Oh
of different
man, we're
things.
doing so much tech now
Yeah,
because there's 3 major companies. We're obviously in sound, wireless technology, live sound, 'cause the Mac company Mackie I bought. Um, and so there's so many areas. Plus, we're very deep in AI. For most people, AI is, DeepSeek, Chat, Grok, whatever. I got my own. I mean, I put 30 million to my own. That's how you make money out of AI. You have your own, like a small language model, and go very pointy. So it's a little bit different to
so
what
you build a
most.
small language model. Your
Yeah,
teams build a small language model.
we're constantly working
And
on it.
what are you feeding it on? What?
Can't tell you.
Okay, but you find somewhere where it can learn
In my
from.
area.
Yeah, in your stuff in your area. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
So if I wanted to now, I could just record you, which I am anyway.
yeah,
No, and then I'll mimic you. I can do the whole podcast, make it perfect, make it funny, whatever I want to do. Yeah.
yeah, through your own
Right.
AI.
Yeah,
And is your objective to use your AI in a more commercial sense?
of course.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's like
To help you
that's a new
to
project.
optimize. Well, we've got some stuff already, but so let's say we're doing this, and you look back on it, and you go, "Damn, I should have asked that question," and I think I should have. Well, we just do that, and then we'll generate the video, and we'll drop that in, and away we go.
Yeah, like with my voice.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I can ring your mates and it'll be you talking. So if it's about money, you need a code word.
Mm. Yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah,
I've sort of seen that happen.
So easy to.
Well, we faked Obama's voice here doing an interview with me and faked his face and everything like that,
That's
and
easy.
we released it on 1 April.
Yeah.
April Fool's Day.
But people go, oh, it's going to take away human creativity. That's not true. So there's AI, there's 2 AIs. There's authentic intelligence. And I still want to hear you. I want to make sure that it's really you. But we'll clean it up. And we'll make it better. We'll make this into the most produced, slick show ever, because we're going to use the tools. Yeah.
And will that accompany that tool in due course? Accompany your sound systems?
It's part of the
yeah.
I hate the word.
So do
you have
I.
to pay
Don't
money.
say-
I'm going to say ecosystem.
I don't.
Fuck it. But yeah, put money in the jar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we make technology, but that's, who cares, right? It's what can we do with this thing? That's what we're about. And man, the stuff that we're working on, incredible. I can record meetings and it'll automatically label who's talking. It'll give me a complete printout of it. And at the end of it, it could talk for 3 hours, and I'll go, give me a précis of the whole thing, and bang, there it is. And we're going to turn it into a podcast, and let's make it funny, and it'll be a digital moderator. I mean, it's incredible, man. But it's all going to be for people. It's not going to be, I don't want to see a fully generated thing. I'm not interested in, yeah, most people aren't.
Why
They're
do you
great tools.
why do you do this? Is it to continue to reshape, restructure the, let's call it the
Have fun.
podcasting industry?
Have something to, it's what I do. It's my life. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I'm not going to be sort of pretentious and say like an artist painting, but it's kind of that. I mean, I don't need a dough anymore, but it's what I do. It's like, why does Paul McCartney play gigs? Because he's a muso.
Yeah. So you would, but do you? I don't understand the phenomenon, but why do you think podcasting? Because you tapped into the growth of the podcasting industry. Either that, or you helped create the podcasting
We
industry
did,
grow.
yeah.
Why do you think it has grown outside of the fact that it's stuff's accessible like this, and they can turn themselves into a
Information,
broadcaster?
man.
But why do people want to do it? Why do not why do people want to listen, but why do people want to podcast? Why are there so many people doing?
Well, why
podcasts?
do people want to do it?
Yeah.
They want to make money out of it. Why do people want to listen to it? They want to learn. And the thing with it is now, though, you look like Diary CEO, Lex Freedman, yours, etc. There's so much out there, right? All of them incredibly interesting. And I've watched quite a few of yours, like the Eric Banner one. Bloody awesome. But we're running out of time, so we got to tighten them up, And then, but the long form podcast is
Like
different.
Rogan's and that. Freedman.
I'm not. Yeah, Rogan. Yeah, he's still. I'm not so much. That's personal. I'm not so much into him. I like information, so like Lex or
Lex. Yeah.
Doris. But I like to see a 3-hour deep dive, right? But then I would tighten them up as well. But that's kind of what you do. You're not going to get out of me. If somebody says to me, "Can you come along and we want to do like a 20-minute interview?" I go, "No, I'm not interested, because you're not going to find out anything from me.
Yeah.
You need to talk to me for a long time, and out comes some stuff. We piss off half of it, and then there's some gems there, and we tighten it up, and it's killer."
Yeah, but so those.
And then I want to consume that the way I want to consume it. I want to press a button and go, "Give me all of that in 10 minutes." And bang, it'll do it.
Not in a text, but in a
video.
In a video.
Yeah, auto edited.
Auto edits.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
And it'll also learn what I like. So parts of your podcast will go, "Well, here's one that suits what you're interested in from Mark's 2-hour podcast." Of course, killer. That's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. So is that because it knows which parts of my podcast that you like to listen to, and the parts that you sped over?
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll know what I'm interested in.
So it's time stamping. It just goes through all the time.
And also, the way you feed the model. So there's so much in what we're talking about now, which is just fillers.
Yeah.
Right? Get rid of them, tighten them up, and still make it flow.
Yeah.
But we can do that. We can sit here for 2 hours, and then we can condense that with clever editing. You guys doing it to a 30-minute thing, highlights. Yeah.
That's sort of what the guys do now. So
100%.
we're doing
But then
our
other people I want the long form. I'm going to chill out now and sit and listen to them. It's like the cooking show, just let it run. One camera, one take, off you go. They drop things. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't need to do that. Sometimes I go, "No, I'm driving to work. Give me 10 minutes of tight Mark talking to somebody. I want the info."
Or I'm driving to Byron. I'm able to listen to the next 3 hours.
There you go. What's the choice?
Yeah.
Click 3, 2, 1, 10 minutes, and they're all giving me the salient points in 10 minutes.
So I'll be happy with that. But if the AI, if the AI said to me, "How long are you going to be in the car for, Mark?" 3 hours. Give me the long form.
There you go.
Yeah. It'll give me the long form.
It'll give you what you want.
Or I've only got 40 minutes. Give me.
And then references off everything you say. Then you go, "If you'd like to learn more about that part, here's all references."
Oh, okay. So references.
Whatever you want.
Like as an addendum sort of thing at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Totally. Your family history, you mentioned one thing, people you've worked with.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, go. That's amazing. So when will that, have you released that or getting ready to release it? You're still working on it?
Yeah. Got to space these things out to suit what people want. Yeah.
So
and then the interface to it.
So what about because obviously roadcasters have been more about the audio. What about video? Where are you guys?
Yeah, I don't know if we've got a thing called NAS-CV, which is the most amazing production tool for video. So basic television and radio station for a couple of grand.
Yeah. So
I mean, if you've been in media a long time, you know what it meant before.
Yeah.
Man, it's dirt cheap.
Well, you couldn't afford it before. Well, you couldn't afford these before either, by the way, and you couldn't afford the recording.
Man, also where are you going to put it up?
Yeah.
And look at the cameras now. I mean, it's so simple.
Because YouTube's still, for me anyway, still a big part of the whole podcast process.
Yeah.
And that's obviously video.
But you don't even need that. You can stream it yourself. So YouTube's going to be one thing, but then eventually, you could go, you know what, we'll just have our own channel and people just, log on to your stream.
Yeah. So
and they
you
can see it live or they don't, whatever you want.
So you have you released your cameras yet, or your
No,
video?
we're not doing it cameras at the moment, but we work with a lot of big camera companies as well. So.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many projects that we could do. This is where I've learned, to analyze what I should do. Because no matter what, you only have a certain amount of time. You might even have the dough, but you run out of mental capability, bandwidth.
Yeah.
So,
So what do you see Peter Freedman being in his 60s now? Well, healthy,
young fella,
fit, prime of his life, fitter than ever before, happy or happy.
Arm wrestle, come on.
Happy enough. I'm happy to do it. We'll do it later. But happy enough, like in life. Like no one's
deliriously
fucking
happy.
Yeah, but like some people go, how do I get happy? I just say, just be happy enough. Like that's enough. You don't have to.
Yeah, what's this happiness shit anyway? Contentment.
And happy enough to me is contentment. That's exactly the word. Just being content.
Of course.
And it doesn't mean I'm happy all the time because there's going to be shit going on.
I love it. We're living in the best place in the world.
Totally.
Come just walking distance from here.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm loving it. So yeah, I've won already. But and I get to do all this tech. It's just a dream.
Do you? I mean, I'm this type of person. I get obsessed with new ideas, and it's sort of like a
focus, man.
Semi-sickness with the obsession. But one of the things you talked about it earlier on, but one of the things I'm obsessed with, and it sounds really fucking indulgent, and it's about trying to live as long as possible. And
why do you want to do that?
Because I got so much I want to do.
Yeah, but don't you also have a feeling? I remember my auntie, she passed away a while ago, and she was 94, and I remember leading up to it, she kept saying, "I've had enough." She had no dementia or something. I'm going, how can anybody say that? And now I get it. I don't want to live my life again. Oh, please, no. It's like I've seen that movie now 15 times. Yeah. So do it again. No, I'm doing new stuff. But repeat it and
no, I don't do that again.
No, right. So eventually we might get to the point where in our late 80s and go, nah, kind of done it. I don't want to die, but I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not scared of death, and I've done it, man. I could die tomorrow, and I'm not going to really be going, oh, actually, it would piss me off a bit, but I wouldn't know. But there's enough. I think we're programmed to have enough.
What if I said,
what do you want to be, 100-year-old?
Yeah, I know. I want the option. So I wonder whether.
What are you going to do?
I don't know the answer to that, but I wonder whether you say, yeah, sure, I don't want to go back and do what I've done before, but at the same time, and I'm not scared of death like you as well, because when it happens, and when you're dead, it doesn't matter. But I also love life currently, so I love learning.
Me too.
And if I could and if you have the capacity to continue to learn, if new things are always coming along where you can learn, like you're talking about AI now, things you and I would never have conceived 30, 40 years ago. No. Artificial intelligence.
But I wonder if that'll continue.
Well, I keep wondering that too, but I keep seeing things keep coming along. Like I never thought about the internet, but the internet came along. I never thought about the Internet of Things that's using sensors, and that came along.
No, we're very similar, right? So we are enthusiastic. We've got a young outlook, blah, blah, blah. And it's not contrived, it's real.
Yeah.
But will we be like this when we're in our late 80s? I do have a mate who's in his 80s, and he is. So I'm going, wow, lovely guy, Charles Curran.
I know Charles.
He's mate, sharp as a tack, loving life, doing stuff. And I go, that's my idol. That's what I'd like to be. If I can be like Charles. But I don't know,
Well, I got a mate called Nick Politis. He's mid-80s, and Nick's never been more vibrant. Yeah. Like he's amazing.
Please, if it happens, great.
And even old Harry Triggerboff, Harry's 92.
Yeah.
Harry's right there in that seat. And Harry's still as full of life, not as energetic, but still as full of life intellectually as ever before.
Because he's working still.
He goes to work every day.
Yeah. I want to drop dead in my work. That's my goal.
Me too. Yeah. And people say, why do you want to work for the rest of your life? I'm a bit like you. When I went to school, all the kids that I went to school with, all retired at 65. Everyone's retired.
I'll kill you.
And they're fucking miserable. They're not happy.
Yeah.
So I read somewhere, and it was in the brief, and of course, as you expect, I get a brief. You like the book The Art of War.
Yeah.
Sun Tzu. Now, I remember when I was in my 40s, I gave that to when I had the Wizard Business, originally the Wizard Business, I gave all my senior staff that book to read. That, and I gave them the book, the letters from Machiavelli to the Prince as well, about because we were doing lots of acquisitions and what happens when you buy a business, how you change the culture or how you try to get the culture to come along with you. And that was Machiavelli's letters to his Prince.
Yeah.
And some people think that stuff Machiavellian, Art of War.
Changes too with the culture too. But Machiavelli is like it has negative connotations
But
in
it
our
shouldn't
culture,
be.
but in Italy it's not.
No, 100%.
Yeah, so you understand.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point.
But you know the whole Art of War. You know, I did the business in China in the 90s, and I learned it all. And you sort of slam the tail and go Sun Tzu Bing Fa, which is the way of the warrior, and they're all going and we're off we're running. You know.
Well, could you explain that?
Testosterone City.
Could you explain that though? Why do you think? I mean, I have my views on it, but like, why do you think the Art of War is valuable today in business? I'm talking about.
It's if you read it, it's valuable for life. You know, it's like, you know, if you're weak, act strong. If you're strong, act weak. All these little parables, and you know, the rabbit being chased by the fox. You know, who could going to come out as well? The rabbit's going to get killed. The fox just wants a meal. I mean, you can then learn so much and apply it to life. You know, never take away a man's rice bowl. Basically, you know, we're doing a deal, and I can screw you ruthlessly if I want to. I'm not going to. I want you to walk again. Tough deal, but he's fair because we'll do business again. Nothing to do with cosmic, you know, karma, but it's the right way to run, and that's just what it's full of. So it's not about fighting, you know that.
Yeah. Well, that's a very interesting one too, by the way, about the rice bowl. You always got to leave something on the table, I think.
There you go.
When you're doing a deal.
The people, some dickheads think, no, winner takes all. Well,
Yeah.
you're a
That's
fool,
bullshit.
and you are going to burn all your bridges, and nobody wants to deal with you. People want to deal with me because they know they're going to do all right.
Yeah.
And I walk in, if I was going to sell to you back in the day, I'd walk in, I'm here to make you money, Mark. And you go, all right, you got 2 seconds. If I go, I'm here to make me money, you get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Well, simple, isn't it? All I need is a little bit.
Yeah, but where did you learn these the skills, the life skills?
My parents, and also selling. I mean, I was on the streets up here selling sound equipment in the 70s, and you know, you learn real fast what works and what doesn't because you didn't get the job, or you did get the job. It's like one of the I tell people, salesmen. There's a guy who had a whole run of gyms around Sydney in the 80s. You remember the gym thing kicked off, became a new nightclub, and it was in Bondi. And I quoted this guy. It was a big job, 30 grand, which was huge for me. And he, never wouldn't commit.
It was a sound system.
Yeah, you know, for the aerobics.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's why I did all the gyms. And I drove past. I went, oh, man, what a fuckwit. This is 7 times I've gone to see him. And I go, I'll do one more time. Got in my van, driving a bongo van, walked up. He looked at me and went, oh, for God's sake, all right. Got the job. And I went, I'm not going to forget this. So you learn stuff along the way.
Yeah, and persistency. How important is that?
Never give up.
That's an important
Never
one.
give up.
On life?
Anything.
Yeah.
Right. Now you got to learn when to cut your losses. That's not giving up.
That's
like, don't keep doing something that will fail. You know, that's ridiculous, but you got to keep fighting. You fall down, you got to get up.
When do you know if the business is a failure and it's time to give up?
I know it now, and that's from years and years of making huge mistakes. So now I'm good at it. Just like, you know, the heuristic ability we've built up over the years of screwing up.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you know? Well, that's 51 years I've been running a business. That's why.
Well, you and I know because we've been doing it for so long.
Right.
We can smell
Because
it.
you screwed up.
Yeah.
That's why you know.
Yeah. And you.
Not because your magic knows stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody's born with knowledge.
Yeah.
We all learn.
Yeah. You got to and remember. A lot of people don't remember.
Yeah, but no, I've made the same mistake 3 times, which is supposed to make you an idiot. But
me too.
Yeah.
Well, married 3 times for a start.
Okay. I'm not going to go there, but yeah, you know.
Which side of the interview around? You can interview me now.
Personal relationships probably the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
But I think about everything I've screwed up and try and be better person, better at it, and being fair, not a fool, honest. Yeah, that's what works for me. But I'm also not a mug. There's a lot of people trying to take advantage of you in life, and I'm super tough. But I'm also a pushover in other ways, you know. But I've been quite brutal as well because of what happened to me. And I'm sad. I look back. I thought I've made 3 grown men in my company, big guys, cry. And I'm looking and going, what are you doing, snowflake? I mean, like no compassion, no nothing, this cold maniac. And then thought, don't do that. I didn't mean to do it, but it's like brutality of it because of what's happened to me in the past.
Do you have any regrets about anything you've done in your
Are you
business?
kidding me? Of course.
A lot.
Oh, I could write books on my regrets, but
Yeah.
so what? Rear vision mirror.
That's
Can't
interesting.
fix yesterday. Can only fix now. It's easy for me to be nice now, though, because I got dough and I can take time and I'm not desperate. When you're desperate to make money that day, forget being nice. Forget me. And it's like you come near me and you try and stop me, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing that's in your head at that time.
Yep.
I'm surviving. I'm going to fucking get my next step ahead.
Yep.
And you don't make very good I never used to make
I
very good
deal in a
judgments.
brutal area, which is, and it's media, entertainers.
Tough.
What a bunch of assholes. Big smile on stage.
Yeah.
That is the
I used to say they smile fuck you. That's my saying. You're getting smile fucked all the time.
Of course.
Yeah. And
but you can't let that make you bitter and twisted. I will maintain. I'll give everybody a go, but I'm fast to judge. Yeah. So I'll meet somebody. I'll be open, etc. One nanosecond, I see, oh, you're a complete prick, and then they're dead. They're gone.
and do you just brush them all together?
Hmm?
You just brush them all together?
I don't have a lot of people I deal with, and especially now with all this, you get to like, you've had it all your life, or for longer than me. You got money, so people are turning up because they want your money.
Yeah.
So you think, well, what do you want? I know what you want. So you could become jaded, but you can't let that happen because there are nice people. Most people want you for your dough.
Well, I think Peter, everything is like, unfortunately, most things in life is transactional. Most things.
Of course, it's reciprocity.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yeah.
The ones I find amusing is they come along and they want something from you, but they don't want to give you anything in return.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Well, they don't understand the reciprocity.
No.
Yeah.
They're fools.
They think you're going to give them something,
Yeah.
But there's nothing really going to come back the other way.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah. So how do you live your life and keep people away from you?
I've got firewalls. Yeah, people. It's hard to get to me.
Yeah, hard to get. So that's what I'm saying. Like, would you call yourself a little bit of a recluse?
Totally.
Yeah. Well, then a proper recluse.
Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah.
I'm really happy in my own mind. I got some friends, but I'm very careful. Very few. How many real friends do you have?
You count them one hand. If you can count one, you're lucky.
Man, I know thousands.
Yeah.
Probably tens of thousands. But yeah, so I'm totally happy in my social life and what I do, but I don't go out, and I like to go out.
Yeah, well, when people say do you go out? To me, and you say, well, like, my answer pretty much the same as yours. I don't care for it. That's probably
I've done it.
It's occasionally
cocktail parties, and I get invited all the time. And basically, it'll be some fundraiser, So I got my charities, and I give them their money, and then somebody invites me out, and I go, cut to the chase, dude. What do they mean? What do you mean? Close. I know what you want. You're shitting me. You want some money. I'm going to tell you no anyway, but learn to close because this is ridiculous. You want to come out and buy me lunch? No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't want your bloody lunch.
And do you ever feel as though that not many people can handle that, but do you feel as though sometimes you're being too tough on them?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And they're being rude. And I love it. Some of these fundraising people, they're complete morons.
As in charities?
Yeah, some of them. And they get indignant when that you don't give them your money. I go, well, why don't you give me your money, fuckwit?
I've been through the same process.
Hey?
Been through the same process.
It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, no, that's okay.
See,
I don't have a problem telling people.
See, I mean, this show here's called Straight Talk, but it seems like to me that you live by that. Talk straight, tell it straight.
Yep. But I won't do something that will hurt somebody. I'm not showing off by doing it.
Yeah.
And that'll only come out when somebody oversteps the line. Like, you're now being rude by trying to push this. You're very bad at it, and you're upsetting me. So you're gonna cop it. Very few do, because most people aren't rude.
Do you feel like as we get older, though, we get more tolerant?
I'm getting younger, so I don't know about you.
So I like that. Well, mate, if you can discover that one, that is totally disruptive.
You have, and I have.
We don't, but we don't tell
Food.
anybody. Don't tell them that.
Why not?
Because it's a secret.
Dude, how crazy is it? We are, I don't know whether you want it, but you are going to live to well over 100.
Yeah.
Because all the diseases are being cured and we know how to be healthy. We don't smoke anymore. Did you ever smoke?
When I was younger,
Yeah,
uni.
well, it was amazing. I could do 60 ciggies in a night when I was running bands and stuff. Madness. You keep that. That's why everybody died in their 40s or 50s, you know.
And we have
So
mates.
here we are in our late 60s, and dude, we look better than people who were in their 40s.
And and we have mates who have died in their 40s and 50s.
I got my phone's full of people who have passed away.
Alcohol, drugs.
Yep.
Just shitty lifestyles.
Yeah.
And in the end, the devil gets them somehow, like cancer, heart attack, stroke, whatever the fuck it is.
No, but we're on it now. Like, I'm getting bloods done all the time, and vitamins, and exercise, fresh air, water, sunshine, being chill.
So when you get up in the morning, okay, let's say you wake up, it's just not 3 o'clock because you're jet lag, but let's say it's 4:30, whatever.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, whatever, 5 a.m.
House is freezing too, by the way. I love it. I have all my doors open. It's cold in my apartment as it is outside.
Yeah, I like
fresh
cold
air.
air. I like it. I mean, a lot of people want to make the air hot, but I don't like.
Shaolin monk.
I'm not quite that. I'm not quite that cool. Fuck me. How'd you come over there? You got I'm just looking at the way you're dressed. You got it all cool, man. You actually look like a Tom Ford ad or something like that. Like,
love you, mate. I'm not going out with you.
No.
You're trying to crack on to me.
No.
Is that what's happening?
How'd I go?
I like you.
How'd I go?
No, the beard would tip too much.
Oh, come on. But you got it. You got the same deal going.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, all right. Be a couple of beers then, mate.
But when you wake up at 5 a.m., and do you rip into a coffee?
Yeah, double espresso.
Double espresso. Now, just to sort of refine that a little bit. So when you're talking about double espresso, like, are you when it comes to health and awareness of your health, are you so obsessed with it that you'll only drink, say, cold press double espresso, like there's been brewing all night, or you want the proper Italian stuff?
There's this little thing. It's like one pod, and it's in a one shot, like a normal, and it's paper, like unbleached paper, and killer. It's I reckon 95% as good as a grind. I used to do my own roasting and all that. I get obsessive about everything and then get bored. But so it's great coffee.
Yeah, so but you filter it basically.
No, it's like an espresso machine. Look this big. I'll give you one. It's about that big, a little glass bottle. Man, it's incredible. It's bang.
But you put a little filter thing in there.
No, these little things
have a filter in it.
It's like a shot of coffee encapsulated in a filtered paper. You whack it in, you close it, boom, throw it in the bin, whack another one in.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
I'll send you one.
Yeah, no, that's
man, best thing I've ever found.
Because it takes something out of the coffee that it's no good for us, but it keeps the caffeine in and everything in.
What do you mean?
The filter.
No. It's just paper. It's a shot of coffee.
Yeah.
It's like the grind next door.
Yeah, like in Latteria. Because you live around this territory.
Yeah, just down the road.
Yeah, just down the road. So like
best suburb in the world. Don't tell anybody.
Can I say the name?
Hey?
Can I say the name? Potts Point?
Yeah. It's best.
It is. Have you always lived there? I mean, obviously not when you're younger. Yeah.
And then I was a bit different then. And I came back probably 8 years ago.
It's a very cool area.
It's amazing. Although I'm living in an apartment building, I shouldn't say this, but it's a little bit of a actually I won't say it.
Yeah, we'll edit that one.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, well, we'll get our AI to edit that one. AI, edit that bit out. Actually, edit it out and reserve it for me. Put it in the vault.
It's the whole vibe's changing in the area. It's becoming older, which is a shame. The youngies have been pushed out because of the apartment prices.
It's too expensive.
A one room the size of this office is $1,200 rent a week. I mean, that's who can do that?
No,
I don't. And the young people, creatives, etc. That's the good part. So we'll end up with a whole lot of rich old farts, which is not much fun.
It's funny. I was having the conversation this morning. Because it's a Reserve Bank's meeting, and I always get on radio that day. And I was talking about this has nothing to do with what you do, but I'd just be interested to hear what someone like you've got to say. For Australia, there are a lot of people, a lot of kids, young people, great hardworking kids between 20 and 30, who look at what their parents might have told them and what they've always thought of. I'm living in Australia, I should own a house or I should own a property, but I'll never own anything in the rest of my life. I'll never get to what Peter's got, or what Mark's got, or even what his father might have or her father might have.
That?
Because they think this is what they say. They say as a result.
If you think you won't, you're right. If you think you won't,
they can't afford it. They think they'll never be able to afford to buy a property. What do you think about? What do you think about that? I mean, this got nothing to do with anything other than
the property prices are mad.
affordability for young people in
Yes,
Australia.
Matt,
And-
crazy. But it's what I would do, what I would suggest
I'd love to know
young
what you
people
think about it. Yeah.
is get out of Sydney, and your money that you make. I know young people making good dough. And if they went to another area, they would have a much better life, right? And all their peers there the same. That's what makes you unhappy. If you see the bloke next door doing so much better than you, even though you might be doing really well, you're miserable. So don't play the game. Don't do that. Move.
Yeah, move.
But no, I'm going to stay here.
And grind away. Like, so what you're saying is perhaps they should move, I don't know, to another area like Byron Bay or wherever the hell it is.
Yeah,
Wherever.
Campbelltown,
cheaper.
further west, regional New South
Regional,
Wales.
yeah.
I mean, there's some beautiful places in the bush, dying for people, and you can get great properties. The lifestyle for kids is great, but it's like they're scared of leaving. I'm in Sydney. So they're miserable, making thousands a week, both people working, and they still feel like losers.
They're spending on rent,
Spend it on rent, right? It's like, don't.
But do you think Australia's losing its, because you and I grew up in the 60s and 70s in Australia, which was like the big dream here. I don't know about you, I remember my man, mate, as soon as you can afford it, you save a deposit, buy a place. That's the big Greek thing, which I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
I bought cars instead.
I bought a property, and then I got divorced and I had to sell the property the first time. I sort of did it because I could afford it. I actually borrowed the money off. I told him I borrowed the money off Harry Triggerboff. He lent me all the money.
Yeah,
not personally, but like.
What year was this?
76.
Oh, dude,
77.
Yeah.
And bought an apartment. He built the apartment, and if you bought one of his apartments, he lent you 90% of the money. I borrowed the other 10%. But I feel
very responsible of you at such a young age.
Well, I was married, had a kid.
Wow.
So I was 20.
Yeah, that's too young.
20, just 18, 19. I just got married and I had a kid.
Man, that's
like
young.
I married my girlfriend for school. That whole thing. And not to know, I didn't know any better, but I get, not sad, I don't know what the word is, but I feel like young kids never going to get the same opportunity that you and I might have had at the same age.
But again, the whole house ownership thing, and it was the Australian dream and a quarter acre block and all that. I remember Mum and Dad's first place they bought was 11 grand in Winston Hills, but it's not just the time and the money changing; it did more than double and triple in real terms of what it takes your yearly wage, right? So
totally.
It's become silly. But say in Europe, you can get long leases. The problem here is 6 months, a year.
That's bullshit.
And then they're walking in and like,
put the rent up.
All that crap.
Yeah.
So but if you could get a place and it's nice and you go, here's a 30 or 40-year lease. Then
Happy days.
Happy days.
Yeah.
So we've got to change, right? And what'll happen, I'm pretty sure your superannuation funds who are awash with coin will start doing that because they're quite happy to get their nice little return for the next 150 years, whatever, right? And you're in this game, dude. This is where you should be going.
This is sort of
you should be organising stuff with Harry and coming up with rent places, but it's the same as London. They're 99-year leases. It's as good, and you can flog it if you want to. You know what I mean?
And you're not going to live longer than that anyway, so you might as well, happy days.
What does it matter?
The big issue is about getting jammed by the landlord for these younger people every 6 months or every 12 months. So I have to get up and pay for removals.
In. When I was renting, when I broke up with my wife, first wife, I was renting, and it's terrible. Even though I was having a nice place, some dude left his card on the table. He had the keys, right? And he'd come into my apartment while I wasn't there. And I lost my shit. So then after that, I never said anything. I just changed all the bloody locks every time, Fuck them. But it's horrible.
Yeah.
And you can't hang anything on the wall. And it's like, you feel like, so are you writing a form? Do you own or do you rent? Oh, rent. Oh, rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it shouldn't be a stigma attached to it.
No, but there is.
Point. And you're right. In Europe, most people rent places,
of course,
but they get them for a long period of time.
That's it.
They don't go and rent them today.
This is your quest.
Yeah. But don't you think the Prime Minister should be talking to people about this?
Who?
The Prime Minister.
The
yes,
who?
Exactly. The Treasurer. They're holding the big summit. I mean, do they invite you to come in and talk to them about give some ideas?
I always find that really funny when they have tech summits and everything, and they don't forget. I don't give a shit. I want to go. But they don't bring in businesses, the little businesses, and like me, we are the employers, right?
Yeah.
One or two of these big internet kind of people, God bless them, very clever, a lot of dough. They don't know anything about manufacturing or employment like the way we do, the group of people who make stuff, but we're never invited.
But what is that?
What,
Why do you think? I mean, like,
well, they're academics, so
no,
they're
but
not. You tell me a politician who's run a business.
yeah,
They couldn't
totally.
run a
They're
lemonade
not even
stand. They've got,
academics.
I don't know. I've met many of them. They're great,
But they've
right?
got well
But
intentioned.
they don't know grassroots business and what it's like to start something and have no money. So some of the concepts are like, well, they're academic concepts of what we should do.
Well, you just put an idea on the table, which is I haven't heard this idea before, but
I'm
I
going
now.
to get shot by my mates who are politicians.
No, but I just heard an idea. You just put an idea on the table that should be put on the table for this summit. It comes from Peter Freedman, who he's
mate, don't do that. I'll get shot.
who's a manufacturer of these things and other things like sound and equipment and everything to do all that technology.
Now leave me alone, man. I just want to get.
But
back
I mean,
to work.
but the point is they're not talking to people like you. That's my whole point.
That's silly. Yes.
And they don't even have a box where you can sort of send something into them and say, well, tell me your idea. And you think, well, fuck it, I'm not going to be bothered because if I do send it in, they're not going to read it anyway. They won't give me the time of day. Because here we are having a podcast about your business, and all of a sudden I thought to myself, oh, I'd love to know what someone like Peter Freedman thinks of this problem. How would you solve it? Well, give people a 40-year lease.
Yeah.
Because it's about dignity.
Okay, you and I could sort this.
Yeah, totally.
If we wanted to, and we had the coin to put to it, maybe Harry should get involved. But because he can do it, mate, what a change to Australia.
Because this isn't all about, and I think maybe one of the things that drives you is maintaining your dignity. But dignity is an important thing. Everyone deserves to have dignity, and the indignity of being a renter, and you're going to have to leave after 6 months, or at the end of 6 months, the guy jacks it to a price you can't afford.
The pressure, mate.
You don't need that shit.
The pressure of these young kids, and they've got their children, and they're working so hard. And they're bringing in thousands every week, and they feel like they're on the breadline. I mean, that's madness. So you've got to come up with sort of explanations like this is what you could do as an alternative. And regional Australia should do things to attract them. There are in the States. I mean, I do a lot of work in the States, and the local places, they're bringing people in. They'll help them build a house. There's proactive stuff to attract people there. But I heard something recently as well, which I thought was great. I think it's Hungary, where if a woman has one child, they've reduced their tax. I think if they have 3 kids, they'll never pay tax again.
Wow.
Women, right?
Yeah.
Killer idea. So it means women can go out of the workforce, but they know when they go back in, they're making coin.
Yeah.
Plus, we have more population. I mean,
it makes sense.
That's like what a brilliant. I don't know what other policies they have, which are probably stupid, but that one sounds bloody good.
Yeah, but and whilst we're talking about ideas, that's ideas for government, and that's great. And I love that policy, those policies. When you're, I don't want to sound like I'm
that's good vodka, by the way.
Very good.
Yeah.
No one knows, but you never.
All this time, of that?
All this. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I've got bottles of it.
Yeah.
But talking about good ideas, you're like, for me, to some extent, when you must have made decisions about this sort of stuff and the sorts of conversations you're talking about, relation to AI and using that as an AI editor, so to speak.
Mate, we'll go to dinner one night. I'll blow your mind.
Well, I'm
not going to say anything on this, but I'll blow your mind.
What do you think about industries of the future? I mean, is that something that you think about much?
Constantly. Yeah. I mean, I have a huge factory here. I have 3 major companies, one in Seattle, one in Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, lots of staff, big, real factories. So I'm constantly looking at where manufacturing is going. And AI is not going to take that either, by the way. That's another part of my ongoing success, because you still got to make stuff. AI can come up with concepts, but it can't make it. Right?
Physically can't make it, no.
But there'll be less requirement of certain people. That's the big danger.
Yeah, but those certain people can be redirected into do other
Where?
things. I don't know the answer to that. I can't tell you, but like a postman who used to deliver the mail, he's probably delivering Uber Eats or something now, but at least he can do something.
Yeah.
He's delivering something, because
that's the scary stuff, man.
Who would have ever thought that one of the biggest industries in the world would become couriers, the humble courier? Because we buy everything online. We've got to get it delivered. To somewhere.
Service industry is what is going to flourish, and live performance and this sort of thing, and theatre, and I'm involved with Sydney Festival, is looking at what they're doing next year, and it's exciting, and we're going to want more of that. So, but doctors, lawyers, accountants, lots of designers, universities. I'm a bit of a shit stirrer, so I wrote an article on LinkedIn, and basically, if anybody says to me they're studying for a doctorate why? You're of no use anymore. I got that in my computer now. Every paper that's ever been written, and then cross-discipline completely. So I'm sorry, if you're a specialist, I'm a generalist. That's what I wrote this article about. I know a little bit about a real lot of stuff, and now the world is my oyster.
Yeah.
Completely. And if you've got a kid who's like that, they're going to inherit the earth.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
it.
don't need to be a specialist. You need to be a generalist and then use AI.
Because I got asked a question this morning about university when I was on the radio, and
I hope you have a degree, do you?
I do. I have
Sorry.
numerous, but I'm.
Okay,
But,
we'll
but
roll
that's
it
my-
up and
But
smoke
that's my
it.
era. That's my era. Like
Yeah.
that's what.
No, I get it.
I grew up.
But don't, people
And
still
work
do.
them not doesn't mean anything. And
Unis are going to disappear.
I-
Now, not quickly, because society doesn't change quickly, and they'll hang on for a long time. So somebody, actually one of the guys at work, Damien, my CEO, and he said, no, he's right. I think he said it was when people who are 35 now are dead, that's the kind of time frame, that's when all these things we're saying will have taken hold. There won't be those unis. There won't be, even your doctors and we'll have all the auto blood tests and,
Yeah.
but our governments are going to make the doctors control it in the short term. And I can see exactly what's going to happen. And, but there are going to be people who are going to be out of work.
And it's my answer was, well, become a plumber.
Yeah, but how many plumbers have we known?
Well, we need a lot here in Australia at the moment. Electrician,
But
builder, carpenter.
I don't know the future for everybody, right? And they're still churning out thousands of people who will not have any work. And there's
The universities definitely are.
But even kids now, it blows my mind. You're sort of talking to parents, and people still don't understand, even from young to any age group. And you go, you do know what's happening. Can you not see the 2-kilometer high tsunami out there? And they're going, what? I can see it. You can see it. But very few can.
Well,
It's probably good, eh?
But I think there's a lot of snobs out there too. They think, well, if you don't have a university degree.
No, I'm talking about how they're going to be wiped out. Who cares about the snobs?
Yeah, they're job snobs.
Yesterday, mate. Means nothing.
Yeah. Well,
we could, as an example. So this is how. Right. So I walk around with this in my pocket all the time, right? Because I can't help myself, like a little kid. This is a wireless transmitter from this new company, right? So the code in this is the best in the world. We use them; they're all filmed, right? There's code in this which takes. You have to be a specialist to write it in that area for years, and it would take weeks and weeks to do. We can do a new code on an AI now, 2-3 minutes, and it's better. So
for that,
for any device like that,
what is that thing?
that's a wireless transmitter. Come on, man, you've been in the
Yeah,
game.
but
For film.
Yeah.
When you see a movie, every Hollywood movie uses actually this brand that this company I bought. So it's like a lav mic, hidden.
Yeah. But why are you carrying around? Why are you carrying around with you?
Cosmic, mate. Get the vibe.
Yeah. Oh shit. Tell me the truth. Go on. What?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Sure.
It's grabbing something from the atmosphere.
I just look at it now and again, and then I can think. My mind works in a very strange way, and so I'll look at that and I'll think about another product line. Hold it.
Did you ever think about the way your mind
I'm
works?
really strange.
I
really love it.
Yeah, but you're happy with it. That's the most important thing. But do you ever think to yourself, my mind does think differently to others?
Now I do. I didn't know that. That was the hard part. Because, how do you know you're a certain way? You just use you.
Yeah.
And then kind of recently was diagnosed. I think I've watched that Jim Jeffries thing that you did. And I agree with him. And he was diagnosed, I think, from memory when he was a kid, right? With so I'm dyslexic, I have ADHD, and it came late. I was told. I didn't know that. I just thought everybody thought like that. So right now, I've said this before. I'm thinking about half a dozen things right now.
Yeah,
as we're talking.
Yeah,
and I'm acting, and yes.
I always call it a performance. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm also thinking about work and other stuff. But I thought everybody did.
Well,
so now with this, I'm thinking about this now as well.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Because
there's a movie going on here. Actually, 3 movies going on.
Yeah, and
some of them are good.
And sometimes I think to myself,
if we could do this again.
You sound like that. Well, sometimes I think to
bring
myself,
me a vodka every 7 minutes until somebody falls on the floor.
Get this man a
drink. Yeah, is that possible?
So sometimes I think to myself, when we have conversations with somebody, We're actually not talking to them at all. We're having a conversation with ourselves. We're actually talking to ourselves. Whether they interact with what we say or not, and we hear it, it's a
I
different
want to
issue.
come across a certain way. So do you.
Yeah.
Two wankers trying to show off.
Yeah, so we're having conversations
Are
with
you a
ourselves.
wanker?
Well, from
I'm a
time to time.
massive wanker.
From time to time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, there's wankers and liars, aren't there?
yeah, it's from time to time.
There you
So
go.
I'm a wanker, and I'm a liar, and I'm a truth teller. But I do really think we haven't, like, because I often have asked to get up and address a crowd and stuff like that, and I think I'm not actually talking to them. I'm actually talking to myself the whole time. But people then are having a conversation in their own head
But
about
you're
what I'm talking
authentic. I
about.
can tell you're authentic.
I'm real. I believe in it.
You're a real person.
I believe in stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do have conversations with myself all the time. And I don't mean in a sense that I'm talking to myself, but as far as I'm concerned, my conversation is...
You don't talk to yourself? I do all the time.
My conversation is not two ways. It's one way. It's in my mind.
Yeah, but don't you question yourself? Like,
all the
I
fucking time.
love that sort of. I analyze. Like, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Oh, yeah, that was stupid. Shouldn't have. It's great.
Yeah, that's your AI talking to yourself.
Yeah, you idiot. Shouldn't have done that. Right?
Yeah.
Shut up, you parent.
I was funny this morning. Because you know how they say get into the light in the morning because the
I have a bit of sun every morning.
So I did that this morning, and what I found a park where I could go to. It was in Botanical Gardens, and I was sitting there, and I had my phone on, and I was. This sounds a bit weird.
Terrible bloody.
So I was on one of the AI protocols, and I won't say which one. And I asked a question, but I had it on loudspeaker, so I was talking to it, and it was talking to me back. And I was talking to the loudspeaker about mitochondria, and I was asking asking the protocol about just explain to me how the electron transport system works when it comes to mitochondria. Anyway. It starts to
you get in all your synapses.
It was giving me the long conversation. Yeah. And a dude walks past and sits down right next to me. And he could hear, mine was a female voice, and he could hear a female voice talking to me, and I'm just talking back to it, and it's talking to me. And I did want to look at it because I was sort of trying to concentrate on what I was saying because it was quite complex, and I was trying to understand it and try and remember it, put it together. And I looked across at the guy, and the guy thought I was actually talking to a person.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It was so good. And,
but you are going to.
So
the more advanced AI assistants that you're going to have very, very soon, and it's going to be somebody that knows you.
Yeah.
Knows everything about you. It's also tapped into Grok, GPT, whatever, 93, DeepSeek, all of them, and you have the power of the world right there.
It is amazing, though. Isn't
man, it's incredible.
It's just like
we are living in the most mind-blowing time.
Do you think the time will come when you don't need a partner or you don't need anybody in your life, and you get this? Do you actually talk to this? Do you talk to this thing all the time?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean, no need a partner? You want a sex robot or something?
No. Well, no. Apart from physicality, I'm just talking about in terms of company.
You're getting weird now.
Company. Like personal.
I need some more vodka, man. I can't talk to you if you're talking about.
Well, that's what's fucking making me talk like this.
Where's the water?
How many vodkas do you give me? They give you been spiking the drinks. So, but do you think a time will come when there'll be a fake version of Peter Freedman sitting there, like physically looks exactly like a robot?
Yeah.
And you'll be embedded with this.
Okay, I got one for you.
Starts talking to me.
I got one for you. So you can.
Am I talking the real Peter Freedman?
Who knows? I think I'm a simulation.
I think
I could be. We could both be in a simulation.
Bring me the right Peter Freedman in, please. I want to see the real dude.
Real Slim Shady. So the thing that I am going to do, and I wouldn't want it. Like my mum and dad have been gone a long time. I can't remember their voices. Like I got photos of them, but I'm going to be able to. I'm going to do it anyway. Scan myself, really, really high def. And then answer all these incredible questions, and it'll have my voice. And so in the future, grandkids, great-grandkids can log on and talk to me.
Yeah.
And it will be me.
I reckon that's
Do you
so
want
cool.
that?
I definitely want it.
I don't want it.
No, I don't want it for myself, but
I think I've got to do it.
I would like to have it for them.
Right.
100%.
That's me.
Because you know what I did when my dad was dying last year, I recorded before he went to the hospital, I recorded every conversation that he had with me. Every message, and I've kept it it's still on my phone.
Oh, man.
And every now and then I go back to
listen.
I
wish I could remember my parents'
just
voices.
The sound.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So that's why I want to do it. But then they go, like, would I want that? No, I want to leave my mum and dad where it is. But I have to do it because my grandkids are all great grandkids, or I'm going, might want that.
You don't have great grandkids yet, though, do you?
I have grandkids.
You got grandkids. How many you got?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3 and 1 on the way.
Yeah. Right.
3 boys and 1, hopefully a granddaughter coming.
Yeah.
Because I got 4 sons, I don't have any. There's all men in my life, like
Right.
no girls. But we're really looking forward to getting a granddaughter soon. Mate, I'm getting hit up down here over the side here because I think you've upset our editor too because he thinks he's going to get replaced by your AI. And
Well,
he
no,
says,
I can show him how to pivot.
and he's getting upset now. But I'm going to wind it up now, mate. But I'll tell you what, really
See,
seriously.
you didn't dig deep enough, mate.
Yeah, I could.
Mm.
But the problem, you know what the problem I have now is?
What is
And
it?
I'll say it publicly.
Yeah.
I have to go and listen to the Reserve Bank governor make her speech for the interest rates.
That shit.
Oh, no,
We
I
can
know.
just sit here and be way more interested.
I know, way more interested. I said to the guys. But like, unfortunately,
I haven't even started.
that's the deal.
All right.
Well, we can do it again.
Mm.
Maybe this time over a drink.
I like it. All right.
Good on you.
Thanks, brother.
Great
Yeah.
to see you, mate.